I'm calling for a new coalition to emerge in Bangladesh. If we are to do anything about the recommendations that the report made or the analysis they have made, it's a coalition of activists, entrepreneurs, and professionals. A new type of coalition is needed in Bangladesh to make sure that all this talk, even now we can pose a question. 15 months of reform discussions, transition to elected government in 3 months. At the end of the day, is it going to be an elite-created illusion of change? Or will we see a persistence of those wrong intensive which have really brought us to where we are? The state here is a huge story, etc., but I want to narrow down to 3 aspects of the state that we need to be concerned about. It touches to these issues of growth, equity, etc., etc. One, of course, is corruption. We have understood that is at least being attended to some extent, but actually not so much to some extent. The other, actually, I had a breakfast chat with Jean a couple of weeks ago. I mentioned to him that the other huge reality of this state, which is more important for growth, equally important for growth, if not more, and for a healthy society, is the way state interfaces with society. And I use this Bangla word, hoirani. All people of Bangladesh here would immediately understand what does that mean. It's an everyday reality, but it's also a reality of how society interfaces with state. And you can't leave it simply to a level of, for example, a business person. For them, you can ask the question, is paying a bribe the bigger problem, or not getting a proper decision for months on end is the bigger problem? And that other part of this hierarchy part, is where we haven't come to grips with providing the appropriate sort of corrective measures. And that is so important. And security, of course, is the third part, which is very important in terms of, and which is an issue which was mentioned.